I am too fat and too slow to be a point guard. But it's always been a crazy dream of mine, and I found a rec basketball team that's gonna let me try it, even though I'm 6'5", 250 pounds, and 36 years old. But I don't want this to just be some gag. I want to be taken seriously here, so I've set a crazy goal. I'm gonna lead the entire league in assists. I'm being serious, and I'm going to document the whole thing right here. I want to show you that we can all learn to play our favorite positions in the game, and that if you choose to be a pass-first player, you can still get your fancy highlights while making your teammates so much better. Because team basketball wins games, and I'm going to take this team that doesn't even have much high school experience as far as we can. So follow along. So naturally, I'm watching some NBA point guards to figure out how I'll play. Luka is the obvious answer because he's a fellow tall, slow, unathletic, heavy white guy. Of course, I cannot score like Luka, but I do use my height and court vision to make up for the fact that I move like honey pouring out of a jar. And yeah, maybe I love to make a flashy highlight pass too, and yes, maybe I also shoot a lot of step back threes. But again, I'm not going to score like Luka. That's just not my game. I know the modern point guard model is like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Jalen Brunson who lead their team in points per game, but I've always loved the pass first generation. Like Steve Nash was my guy. Watching the little white dude carve up the NBA for 2 MVPs was the most incredible thing, and I just don't feel like they make team first point guards anymore. So yeah, I'm going to do my best Steve Nash Luka impersonation, and this is my first ever game playing point guard, and man, it was so much fun. I hit some threes, I got a bunch of assists, and I'm just trying to figure out how to play this position. Because I definitely have some new things to learn so I don't make that happen. Important context here, this is a brand new basketball team. Like I wanted to play with these guys because they're a bunch of good dudes who I just want to get to know better, but we don't have a ton of organized basketball experience. So I'm both playing point guard and kind of quarterbacking out there. I really focused on getting the ball moving, so you're going to see a lot of touch passes from me this season, just so we all get involved. That's where most of my assists came from, too. They played a zone, so it was a lot of me pulling it back out and waiting until someone cuts down the lane so we can get a nice little layup, or Ian's hook shots inside are always money. Or how about Bruce on the corner over here? This was definitely the assist of the day, though, and no, I did not cross that guy over. But I did find Rob inside with a bullet pass for a layup. I only had 6 points in the game off of these 2 threes, although, hey, this step back is pretty nice. But I did not shoot very well in the night. I need to figure out how I'm going to score in this position. But we won the game. I led the game in assists with 4, again, 41 points. That's a lot of assists in a 41-point game. So I'm calling the 250-pound point guard debut a success despite this turnover. He hit 8 threes in our game, including 2 banked threes and the 3 to tie the game with 3 seconds left. Matty was unbelievable in this game, which makes my job easier because you know I'm now the 250-pound point guard who's trying to lead his league in assists. Although I was more Rec League Jokic than Rec League Luka this game. I actually played center growing up, so when I saw they were small, I went in the post because I really know how to pass out of that spot. Love this back cut from Donnie here. And then we even have a little bit of that face-up game because I became a guard later in life. Most importantly, I had 8 assists this game, which is going to go a long way towards my goal. And finding our go-to guy is going to be a big help for that. Like, look at this 3 Matty hits. Oh, 30 points. But this game came down to the wire. Less than a minute left now. I hit a very deep 3 to tie the game. They hit another 3, so we call timeout and I drop an out-of-bounds play for us. We create chaos here when Brusco sets a down pick for Matty and 8th 3 to tie it. Only 3 seconds left in the game, so we go to play defense, play them straight up, and they shoot it and... I'm sorry, what? They call this a shooting foul. I think it's pretty clear he just jumped into my guy, and we're all kind of shocked. I'm just dumbfounded, so I'm staring, but there's no time left on the clock. So they put him on the free throw line, he makes the first one, and that's the game. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a foul or not. I finished with 10 points and 8 assists, my best game for the team yet. So keep following along for game 3. I'm the 250-pound point guard, and this is game 3 of the experiment, and I think I'm starting to get the hang of this whole running the one thing. Like, look at these touch passes. I'm starting to get to know my teammates and where they'll be, and you can see I'm even anticipating it now. Throw it right across to Matty, who hits another 3. The goal is to lead the league in assists, and I didn't know if I could do it at first, but now I'm honestly kind of starting to believe. You guys said in the comments that I need to get in the paint more, and you're totally right. So even though my back and knee constantly hurt, I made a concerted effort to actually drive to the rack and and I scored some points. This is probably my favorite assist of the night. I love that over-the-head pass. I finished the game with 9 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, which bring my averages to 8, 8, and 6. And that 6 assist a game average does put me in first in the league in assists right now. And yeah, we're in the casual division, but we're having a lot of fun. Like, you've seen me play at the semi-pro level. With my injuries right now, this is the best that I'm gonna do, and I'm having such a blast getting to know these guys, hooping with a new group of dudes. Well, I got double-teamed, and it made my life harder. I'm trying to lead the league in assists as a 250-pound point guard, and this is game 4 of the season. We're up against Bucket Boys. They're a staple of Brody, New York, have multiple teams, definitely someone who's here for the community. And they had the perfect game plan for us. They put up tons of ball pressure and sped up the game, and our team that doesn't have many guards, we struggled with it. The pressure kept me from facilitating, so I decided to try to score, and that worked out okay. We get a nice little behind-the-back fadeaway here, follow that up with, how about a bank 3? But, maybe we can do another one from pretty deep that's not banked. Then we actually even go in the post, get a little Jokic going. 10 straight. But turnovers. Me included. I didn't know what to do with the double team. And shouts to Randy, 38 years old, put up 20 points against us. We stand a vet hooper. I did manage to get 5 assists in the game, like this no-look swing pass over to D for the 3, or this one I'm proud of, a retreat dribble like a true point guard to set up a pick and roll with me and Bruce, right over the top, one power dribble and in. And how about a big swing pass out of a double team? Find Maddie in the corner, my guy hits a 3. Bucket Boys won this game pretty handily though. Go give them a follow and keep following me to see if I can keep up the assist numbers. I'm leading my basketball league in assists right now. We're halfway through the season, and my experiment as the 250-pound point guard is actually going pretty well. I'm averaging 5.8 assists per game, which puts me first in all of Brody League. Now, this is game 5 of our season, and I put up 8 assists in this one, and a lot of them were pretty fancy. Like, check this full-court bounce pass to Maddie. We actually got 2 angles on it. Thank you, Brody, for capturing this. How about threading the needle here between 3 guys on the defense? Like, look how small this gap is. But don't get me wrong, I'm still good for one really bad turnover per game like this one. And you guys keep giving me point guard tips, so I wanted to try a floater in a game, and I made it. I finished the game with 8 assists, 10 rebounds, and 9 points, which again are very Ben Simmons numbers, but hey, I can hit the 3 at least. I'm having so much fun, and we won both this game and the next one. That makes us 6-2. We're in second place now, so keep following along to see if I can keep leading the league in assists and we can get this win. Okay, one more look at this long distance pass, right? Come on now. I was not happy this game. I'm the 250-pound point guard, and this is game number 6. But why am I all twisted up like a pretzel? It's pretty simple, really. When we started, we couldn't get anything going and went down big. We had guys not really looking to make the next pass. And then I also didn't start because we decided this game to give everyone a chance to start like an equal playtime thing. But I started in the second half and I had 3 assists in the first 4 possessions. Starting off with this driving kick out to our buddy Maddie, who of course hits a 3, and then little play back here, find Maddie in the other corner. How about another one? Then a full speed long court pass to him for 3 straight threes. And just like that, we take the lead. And it's all because we started setting each other up. You gotta keep the basketball moving so you can get layups like this. I also dropped 11 points in the second half off of 3 threes. I like this deep one for sure. And then we even got a jack fast break layup. We pull out the game, which was an important one for our record, but I only finished with 3 assists, and that's gonna hurt my goal to lead the league. We only have 1 game left, so keep following to see if I can hit that goal. But also I want to call out that my energy in this game is unacceptable. I understand why I was frustrated, but I've played too much basketball to let something that happens on the court affect me like this. So please learn from my mistakes. I know it's hard. We all love the game, but we can't act like this. This is my final game as the 250-pound point guard. I set a goal to lead the league in assists, and I'm currently in first place, although one more strong game would really help make sure I achieve it. 2 slight problems, though. One is that I'm hurt. My sciatica and IT band are freaking out. Every time I come out of the game, I'm trying to massage gun myself, and my leg just spazzes every time I shoot the ball. 2 is that we got several guys out, including our leading scorer, Maddie, so I'm going to have to shoot the ball way more, and there's less chance for assists. Start things out with my signature cross-court skip from the post, and Donovan hits a big 3. But that was my only assist in this game. And then I put up one of the worst offensive performances of my entire life. The guy guarding me played me perfectly. Always in my chest, always putting pressure on me so I couldn't get in the lane. We literally weren't scoring any points. Finished the game with 32 total as a team. So I tried to force myself to get going, and I went 1 for 15. Here's the one I made early, and when I caught it and let it go, I was like, okay, maybe my legs loosened up. Narrator, my body had not loosened up. And the rest of the game, every time I shot, sharp pain in the leg, and these shots are so off. So not only did we lose, but I may have lost my assist leader title. I'm waiting for the league to calculate all the final stats, so keep following me here, and the next video is going to show you if I actually pulled off my goal. The 250-pound point guard season is officially over, the stats are in, and it's time to find out if I actually pulled off my ridiculous goal to lead the entire league in assists. This was my craziest challenge yet, and it was just way too much fun to attempt. Every big guy secretly wants to be a point guard, and while 6'5", 36 years old, and 250 pounds isn't exactly your prototypical floor general, I just had an awesome time slinging the ball around and helping our squad of organized ball newbies rack up some wins. All right, no more stalling, let's get to the stats. So our team went 5-3 on the season, which was a 4-place tie for first place. Just a really even league. But how about me? I put up 8.3 points, 7.4 boards, and 5 assists per game. So basically Ben Simmons numbers. So did I finish the season as the assist leader? I lost by 0.1 assists. You can't make this stuff up, man. Gio from Enemy of the State had 5.1 assists to my 5. And statistically speaking, if I had one more assist all season, I would have taken the crown. All you can do is laugh, man, and I'm still incredibly proud. Second in my league in assists, that's quite an accomplishment considering I had never played point guard before. And the big win for me was I was looking for some new buddies to hang out with, and I really like all of these guys. And yes, I am running it back for a second season. There is one major problem though. In a game with my other team, I got elbowed in the face so hard, I broke my orbital bone in 3 places. So I'm out for over a month, and my next series is gonna show you the comeback from that. So keep following along and forever appreciate it.